What up, y'all? So I figured I'd do a video like kind of updating my process with grief with my mother, kind of sorting through those feelings as a sense of healing, and maybe somebody else that's grieving their mom or a family member can find this video to a comfort or whatever like that. There also is like a kind of a therapy for me to talk about it. So I have some things written down here. So it's just basically like, what would I say to my mom today, right? So first off, I would just let her know how much I love and miss her so much. Like, you could never really imagine how painful it's gonna be and how much you miss somebody until they are gone. But I feel very confident in knowing how close we were and the fact that I did everything I could and I brought such comfort and love to her throughout some of the hardest times of her life. But I love and miss my mother so much. I think about it so much. I feel so lonely in this life with knowing that my mother is no longer here. I feel so lonely, and it's something that nobody can't fill the void of. Like, I just feel so lonely just knowing that she's not physically here. Leads me to what I was about to say next. I never realized, like I said, you could never imagine until you go through it, unfortunately, but I never realized how lonely I would actually be. I never realized how lonely I really would actually be. Like, I don't think it's a way you can really kind of pre-assume how that would feel. You can try, but you never know until you're going through it. Like, the type of loneliness I feel is kind of like, it's a kind of loneliness I never felt in my life. I'm not gonna lie. And anybody that I've lost, I felt it deep in my heart, because everybody matters to me that I love. But it's like with your mom, just knowing the person that made you is not here, like that created you is not here, is just, it's like every time I think about it, sometimes I just be crying to myself, but sometimes I just be talking to myself like I can't even think about it. I can't, even though there's no running from it, I have to just distract my brain from it because it's just too much. It's too much for my mind, it's too much for my heart. I will also say to my mom, it's okay, you did the best you could in your life. I really find this as an important message for anybody. That everybody's life is their life. How you live your life is how you live your life. How you handle your struggles, how you overcome your struggles, it's you. Somebody might not be as strong in that area. Somebody might have been dealt a harder hand of cards. And yes, we pick and choose choices in our lives, but sometimes when we get to those choices, it's not as easy to recover from and to bring ourselves back from. It's life. It's called a struggle, and no one is to judge but God. I promise you, because something that you might not think that you might have trouble with, you don't know where life is going to take you. You get what I'm saying? So it's very, very important message for me to say to anybody out there. In life, if you're doing the best you can, that is all you can do. You have to take it to the man above, and he is the only one to judge. So I know my mother was very hard on herself, but you did the best you could with the hand that you end up being dealt. Like, you get what I'm saying? You did the best you could with the choices you made. You did the best you could with those choices and the circumstances of life in general, just regular things in life. Because we forget, it's not all about the choices we make. Then it's on top of that, it's talking about just dealing with the environment, the external environment around us that we have to constantly go in every day, whether we're using transportation, whether we're going to the store, just safety for ourselves, clarity for our mental health. Trying to survive is number one, because people can barely afford rent, food, like basic essentials these days. Y'all know that. So it's all of those factors, all of those very, very much survival factors that we have to worry about, on top of your personal decisions and your personal choices, whatever those may be in your life. So I just want to let her know you did the best you could in your life. No one is to judge but God. Next thing I would tell her is, I will always honor you. You are my mother. You are the reason I am here. And I will always honor you with everything I have in me. That's why I did the mugs in celebration for you. You know, there'll be times where there'll be get-togethers for you, whether it's either your birthday or just a get-together in remembrance of how many years you passed on. One or the other, because sometimes I'll just celebrate by myself with my daughter, but I will do things together with family members. I will always honor you. You know that in my heart, mind, body, and spirit, and in actions. And I love doing the little things like those mugs I did in tribute to my mom. I have 3 mugs in tribute to my mom if y'all want to support. And I have mugs in tribute to my grandmother. Just my website in general. You could click the link under the description box for my website. But I will always honor you. You know, I will always honor you. I will always love you. And it's so hard to be in this world and knowing you're not in this world, and I can't call and hear you laugh. I can't call and hear your advice like, yo, mom, what was the ingredient for this recipe? Or you know what I mean? Or you get my sense of humor, or get advice about dating and stuff like that. Or you to just bring some lightness to my life because there was so much beauty in you. You, to my mama in heaven and to anybody watching this, you are more than your mistakes. You are more than your troubles. You are more than your worries. You are more than your failures. Most of the time when we don't forgive ourselves, as soon as we ask God, it comes from our lips to his ears. He forgives us. It's us that we keep weighing down on ourselves. But anyway, that's another topic. But you are more than your failures. You are more than your mistakes. You are more than how you try to figure things out, whether it goes left or right. It is up to God to judge. It is up to God to judge. Lastly, I would say to my mom, thank you for understanding me, for seeing, believing in me, and being proud of me. That is a love that is irreplaceable. I felt like you truly get it. Who I am, how I show up, my creativity, my sense of humor, my true heart, my fears, my wins, my losses, what I tried to do in this world thus far, and how big my heart is. You know, I took care of your mom, my grandmother, to the day she passed, and I was in your life and helped you and took care of you, you know, till you left us. So I just always pray you're resting easy. Of course, my grandmother and all my other family members that's in heaven, hope you're resting easy. But yeah, so that's what I would say to my mom. Anybody else is grieving their mom, you can comment down below. You know, anything you want to talk about what I said here, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one.